Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. A moment ago, I was just thinking about the many times I've heard people who have experienced some disaster or some trauma in their lives, and they will always, or maybe the lives of others, and they will respond as if God was responsible. They'll say stuff like, why didn't God come to their rescue? Why didn't God do this or why didn't God do that? And I think about, in response to that, I think about the politics that's happening in America today. I think about the before when whites who assumed took power in America and had black slaves. I assume that because they were brought from another country, it made it easier for them to be subjected to this type of life. Then I think about today when you got the Southerners, like some of those guys down in Florida or Texas or some of the other places, talking about taking away the rights to vote, taking away a woman's voice and start telling women what to do. And I'm thinking about this, and I'm relating these two things. Some people would say a lot of this is evil, but they don't see a devil. I mean, they can see the evil action, they can see the evil outcome, but they don't see a devil doing it. They see a two-legged human being, might be a male, might be a female, might be young, might be old, might be black, might be white, or some other color. But these actions are perpetuated by people who look just like us. And yet, to eliminate these kinds of things, to eradicate these kinds of things, people are requiring a miracle. Why doesn't God come and cause a miracle? And if God's going to do it, it's going to be a miracle. So what it looks like, this earth has already been developed out of miracles. And a miracle also includes the ability that we as human beings have been given to exercise our gifts. It might be creating pain and suffering, or it might be creating happiness and joy. But whatever it creates is a reflection of what is in here. And if we see the pain and suffering that's going on in the world today, it expresses what's in here. And if you start talking about why don't God work a miracle, you're saying that because there is no God in here. If there was a God in here, then this God in here would do what this God down here in these bodies and this form can do and will do to cause a manifestation of that which is preferable by this God. What I'm actually saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that the world we live in is our creation. Whether it's good or bad, it's us. And we need to stop praying for a power outside of ourselves to do this. Now, right now, people are talking about, especially in the Congress, we don't want to raise the debt, whatever that means. And if it's going to be raised, then some of the benefits that you have been allowed to have under this demonic force will have to be taken away. This is maintaining an expression of the control that human beings have over one another. That's all it's about. The only message that I want to get to you before I die is that you got the power to withstand all of that. There is not all of the force. Maybe if you're standing still and the wind come blowing, the wind can get so forceful, it can take you away. But committing to bondage, no, there's not enough power on the face of the earth to cause you to do that except weakness and a lack of knowledge, because you are able to withstand all of that. Every human being on earth is able to withstand anything that comes at them like that, anything that comes at them from man. But I have said this so many times, as I was thinking about earlier. Why should I answer that, or respond to why God doesn't come and eliminate these things? With the 40 years, I've said that 1,000 times. I got thousands of videos that would express exactly what you would be expecting or not expecting on those particular topics. So for me to address any of that today, outside of what I've already done, just doesn't make any sense. But what I have been doing for preachers and other people of God, I've been asking you. I think I heard my nephew preach a sermon once called Live What You Preach. That's key. I've been asking the preachers, tell the stories of the Bible if you want. But make sure that when you get through, that the people understand that God is calling and requires on them to cause an expression of what heaven is like. Every last one of you. And, when you don't do that, you'll get sidetracked. You'll start asking people for thousands of dollars to plant a seed so you can buy a gift from God. That's straight out of the pit of hell. But people jump on it. They pay those thousands of dollars, plant those seeds, waiting for that miracle. Some of them get a miracle. Some of them don't. But I want you to be familiar with the one that works for all. See, a lot of people say, well, they've started putting chips in the brains now to help people walk, help do things like that. Now, look, if God has provided the knowledge that would allow all of these things to happen, that is absolutely fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Even artificial intelligence, it's absolutely fantastic. The problem comes is when it's misused. Creation, man, you and I, we are absolutely fantastic. The problem is that we create hell. We don't even know what heaven is about. We have no idea what heaven is about. And so for me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a picture. I've done enough talking. I'm tired of talking. So I'm going to walk. I got enough problems of my own, same kind of problems that you got. And I know that I've been asking you to deal with these problems, and you haven't. And I also witness that I haven't either. So I'm not going to be asking you to deal with your problems. I've asked you enough, and I can promise you, if you don't deal with them, they won't get done. So what I'm going to do is, for my own benefit, is to deal with my problems. I'm going to face the world based upon what God has given me, the way it should be, that would produce peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness, and for us to live our dreams. I've seen that vision. What is essential for survival: food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, and all of the things that are made by the hands of man, engaging themselves in the process of causing a manifestation of these in a reservoir of goods and services with such an abundance that no one would have to ever be denied anything. You don't have to lie, cheat, steal, kill, hate, racist, bigot. I see this. I'm telling you this. So why would I continue to walk according to the dictates that's causing you pain, causing me pain? Everybody talking about some, I want to say too, and going nowhere. So yes, I'm going to walk according to what I have been telling you to walk to. And I want you to watch me if you want to. Watch if they bring pain, watch me go through it. If they bring hell, watch me go through it. And watch God bring me out smelling really good. Or if it's just a smooth sailing, watch that too. Because it's all about love, it's all about truth, and it's all for me and it's all for you. And I'm not going to be bending to the devil no longer. I want you to know that every government on the face of the earth is ran by Satan. I don't care how much better it is than another government. Every last one of them is ran by Satan. Any government that doesn't produce exactly what I just got through mentioning to you is ran by Satan. It's ran by Satan. And I say I'm a child of God, and I will not continue to be bound by Satan. You do what you want to do. But until your time comes, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.